Welcome back to another episode of The Last Nazarene, the story about the man that drove from Atlanta, Georgia to the country of Belize. A journey of 2,500 miles that took 7 days on a mission to not only improve his own mental health, but with a focus of improving the mental health of others. Building a safe space or environment where people can come and commune, practice yoga, meditate, sound therapy, sweat lodges, eat real food, enjoy the nearby rivers, zip line, ATV, cave tubing, and so much more. I don't call this a retreat, I call it a life camp because the focus is to leave with learning skills that can help you with your personal development. Unlike a retreat, the objective is not to avoid or withdraw from your day-to-day activities. The objective is to face them head on and to leave with skills and a mindset that can get you to win at whatever it is you are trying to accomplish. On today's episode, I will be putting the flooring in for one of the guest cabins, as well as working with bush sticks for the first time as we build a ladder that would lead you into the cabin. In this video as well, I will be including some of the tricks and tips that I have acquired when it comes to building. For this build, the guest cabins are going to be about 120 square feet of usable space. It will have 60 square feet at the top and 60 square feet at the bottom. Up above, it will include a sink, a urinal, and a twin bed, as well as storage. Down below, there will be some tables, some chairs, as well as a hammock. There won't be any walls down below, but I will be installing a mosquito net that will go completely around the bottom section. I'm just improvising as I use my ladder to hold the 2x6 in position. That way I can cut it with the saw. Since I didn't bring in any helper today, I'm going to be using my clamps to hold the lumber in place so I can balance it and screw them in accordingly. Cutting your lumber so you can get an exact fit makes this process a lot easier because when you hammer the lumber into position, it pretty much is being held by the boundaries around it anyway. So the clamp is just an extra precaution. I'm going to go ahead and screw the lumber into position. First, I'm going to pre-drill my holes. That way I can avoid splitting of the lumber so the build can last longer and be stronger. And then I'll just repeat the process on the other side. I'll check for square, check for level, pre-drill, and then screw. Moving right along, I'm going to take my pencil and put a mark for where I want the next 2x6 to land, and I will repeat this step as necessary. Generally, the rule is every 16 inches. Now that I have successfully put in the 2x6s in the floor, I'm going to also be putting in 2x6s going the opposite direction. That would help to reinforce and strengthen the flooring. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the excess lumber from the post. That way I can frame out the walls. Just gotta figure out the right angle to approach this. Let's climb on top and see how strong this floor is. There is a little bit of wobbling, but that's expected because I haven't put in the support that is connected to the post. So let's go ahead and put those in right now. And in the midst of us doing that, the delivery truck came in. I had ordered some plyboard for the flooring, some netting that is going to help keep the bugs away from the cabin, well, from inside the cabin, a shovel, and a few other little knickknacks. But yeah, this is door-to-door service, I guess, out here in the jungle. And back to what we were doing just before they came. Almost complete, just about to climb up there, both of us, and test it out. And it feels pretty good. There is no more wobbling and it just feels very strong overall. So mission complete. With that out the way, it is time to go ahead and screw the floor down. So to avoid missing when I screw the floor down from on top or inside, I just go ahead and put some holes from the bottom. That way once I'm on top, I just screw it in at an angle and everything is nice and secure. And my helper, who is a Belize native and proficient in bush sticks, is going to be making a ladder, an entry ladder for the cabana. And he's using material that is coming from the property itself. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. He's using his machete to remove the bark from the sticks. That way it will help to avoid rotting and it would last longer. Well, let me go ahead and get started on cutting out the entry hatch. That way by the time he's finished with the ladder, we can go ahead and install it.
Yeah, push it up, let me see if it should come out. Oh, I see what happened. Hold on. Hold on. Just set it right back with it. Hold on. Put on the more. Okay. Yep.
Now let's go back and check on the ladder. I would say it looks pretty good to me. So he did go back to it and cut out some grooves. That way the steps for the ladder could fit more flush. And I went ahead and put nails in each step. Put 2 on each side, so each step has 4 nails in it. You know the drill, just testing it out, seeing how sturdy it is. Not bad at all. I mean, it hasn't been secured yet, so it hasn't been nailed down or put into the ground either. So far so good. Just pouring some sand and rocks in there to create a barrier around the ladder. That way it doesn't erode as quickly if it was getting direct contact into the soil.
You know how you look put in the screw?
Yeah.
Testing.
Stable now.
Yeah. And I got advice in around when I get you. Let's cut off there with the jigsaw.
Yeah.
hold it like cool, you know, for the water.